Hi, and welcome to the density calculations video. In this video, I will go over sort of give you instructions for how to complete the calculations activity. So at this point, you should have done step 1, where you did the readings and videos to learn more about density. Then step 2, where you're looking at the layers of the Earth and layers of density columns to see the connection between layers of the Earth and density. And now you are going on to actually doing some actual density calculations. So the first thing is, at the top you have some key information. There's this density triangle and also density equations that you will be using. And the next step says to watch the video. So there are 2 videos. Now when you're watching them, you can, and this is a good idea, is on a separate piece of paper, like some scratch paper or something you don't even need to keep. Sort of write down what they're doing, because if you're writing down what they're doing, it helps you to better understand what they're doing, so that when you go off and try it yourself, you have a better sense of how to do it. After you've seen in the videos how to solve density problems, there's an example density problem here. So this is an image of a cell phone. It says my cell phone has a mass of 54.6 grams and a volume of 36.43 centimeters cubed. And as that's what's the density, and don't forget the units. So you have to give me the value for density, it's going to be a number, and you need to give me the units. So once again, you could do this math on a separate piece of paper. I don't need to see it. So after you have done your math, you're going to put your answer in here. So let's say, for example, you were like, oh, I get it to be 5.32 grams per centimeter cube. I'm not saying that's what it is, but that's maybe what it needs to be. By the way, folks, when you're putting in your units, you see how the cube is a superscript, so a number that's above the rest of the letters and numbers. To get that, what you can do is you can highlight and then hit Control period. So I'll write that down, what I did there. So I hit Control and period. And that gives you the superscript. So highlight it and then hit Control period. Okay? All right, if you want to. If not, you can just leave it looking like this. This is fine too. I know what you mean when you say that. What's helpful to do to make sure people know is you can also use the caret so people know it's a superscript. All right? All right, so anyway, so what you want to have here is a number and then your units. Now again, this is not the right answer. You have to do the calculations to figure it out. After you've done that, you're going to check your answer for that on the next page. So the answer is on the next page. I'm going to skip that page really quick so that you don't see it. And then go down to the last part. Oh, there we go. Mixed practice. Okay. So after you've checked your answer, now the last part is to do some mixed practice. Now, the first link here is, this is just for density, or I should say more practice, not mixed practice. This is the density extra practice. So you open that up, and there are 10 problems here, and everyone's required to do this. So on a separate sheet of paper, and this time for this sheet of paper, you want to, you're going to take a picture of it. So you want to make sure that it's neat and I can look at your work. You're going to solve these problems, okay? Solving for density, mass, or volume. And then you'll check your answers on the next page. You can check them as you go or do it at the end. Now, if you make a mistake, you want to go back and correct it. Okay, so on a separate sheet of paper or in your notebook, complete the density practice and check and correct your answers. Finally, take a picture of your work and send a picture of your work to me in Schoology message or email. Now, if you can't take a picture of your work, then it's okay. Show me your work on Tuesday. So if you can't do either of those, then you can always just show me your work on Tuesday. Now, if you need help with getting started on how to do these problems, let's say you're looking at this and you're like, I don't even know how to do this. That's fine. I made another video that shows you how to do it. So you just click on that video and I'll show you how to solve these problems. Okay? Hi, welcome. Now this video, the first half shows you how to solve it, and then the last few minutes I'm showing something extra. So you don't need to watch the whole video just to get you started. Finally, let's say you're like, this is easy and I want to challenge. I want to challenge myself. So if you want to challenge yourself, there are some challenge problems. This is optional. You click on that. There are a few problems here, some things you may not have seen before. So if you want help getting started with the challenge, you can click on this. So remember, this part is optional, and this is a video that will help you with the challenge problems. Okay? So everything that you need is here to do the calculations and to get started in doing that. All right, that's it. Have a quality day.